Chat, I pulled this deck list out of the subs Discord server, but it's playing for Fable the Mirror Breaker, so how bad can it really be? We can even blink our Fables with Yorion, sounds great. We got some Fires of Invention here as a way to kind of fix our 5-color mana base, which is cute. The cheeky one of Legion Angel actually gets some value because we can Enigmatic Incarnation our various 3-mana enchantments up into it to get a lot of value, which is fun. We have 4 copies of Leyline Binding here at the top end of our curve that we can sacrifice with Enigmatic Incarnation, turn into Agent of Treachery or Titan of Industry. So let's pop on into some games with this and see how it feels in Explorer this morning. Hey, Grey Bear. Thanks for the over 2.5 years. Welcome back. Appreciate it. An Optimist Dies. Thanks for the 19 months. Good morning, good morning. The Agent of Treachery is one of those cards that's like banned in Historic for some reason and should definitely be legal because it's not really busted. It might not even be playable. I just can't keep that because of the lands. Bottom of the battle cattle here. The Urban Utopia lets us cast Trial. Going on, Kevbot. Thanks for the Prime. Appreciate the 14 months. And Serial. Thanks for ripping for the 2nd month. Happy Wednesday, folks. Everybody's having a great middle of your week. Well, they have to discard to hand size because they were on the draw. That's kind of funny. Alright, mono black deck. Check out my enchantments. Going on, Trench. Thanks for the 19 months. This is just cantrip my Renegade Rallier angle, right? Just gonna kill whatever we get anyways. Might as well draw a card. Yes, Incarnation letting us turn duplicate fires into something useful is big game. That's fine, game. I didn't want to Leyline Binding on my upkeep anyways. Actually, I guess I really didn't. We have Trial of Ambition. So if I get rid of all of these, they come back during my opponent's end step, so I could actually cast Leyline Binding on their turn. And we have a Trial rolled up in exile, so if they play a creature out, it dies. What do we think of casting Leyline Binding so I can go get a Titan Industry? I think I'm into it. Is that greedy? That's probably fine. I just draw 2 and gain 4 more with this? I think so. Be right to save it till after we Titan. Oh, you know what? I should technically stack these the other way. So that way if I draw the Titan, that way we can search site before we draw it. Are there a 4-3? I don't know. I think there are Liliana decks, so having a bad thing to sacrifice is fine. Fields up. I don't know if there's a particularly wrong way to consume this Resus either, chat. Our opponent has brought mono black mid-range to a greed fight. Wait, there's only 1 basic in my deck? Man, that's greedy. Oh no, I lost 2 life. I would like to Glasspool Mimic my Titan of Industry, please. As you will, opponent. As you will. How do we feel about a click submit angle? Deputy of Detention's probably not very good. Shark Typhoon's probably fine. Mostly click submit. Great. So, to talk about Twitch drama for a minute while we click on our card games here, I'm really kind of surprised how many people are upset that Amazon/Twitch are pay cutting the people that make over $100,000 a year from Twitch subs. I get that Amazon has plenty of money, but like so do the people that they're pay cutting in this instance. So it's like, why do us, the peasants, care about the millionaires versus the billionaires fighting with each other? Just let this happen. They might take Leyline Binding, but that's fine. We'll go Omen into Fable. For those that didn't see the news, Twitch posted a 3 a.m. update, which, you know, the best updates always get posted at 3 a.m. Saying that moving forward, anybody that makes over $100,000 a year in Twitch subscriptions, they're gonna get a pay cut in all the money they make past that $100,000 on just Twitch subs. It's just like, well, they're probably still making giant piles of money. I think I'm gonna keep both of these, honestly. I'd like a land that doesn't hurt me. Time to move to Mixer, lol. How many people make over 100K a year on just Twitch subs? Less than 1,000 people. Going off of the Twitch Leaks income that went out, it's probably right around 500. 5, maybe 600 tops. I think I have time to Omen again here. I might have time to set up another Fable. Should migrate to Mixer to practice for our $1 million artifact tournament. LOL. Well, you gotta understand, Kyle, the incomes that were leaked via the Twitch links weren't just sub incomes. That included Twitch bounty board payouts and ad revenue and all money people get paid from Twitch for every reason. Bits, yeah. Bits too is another one to point out. Well, I need to interact with the board this turn. This might honestly just be a Leyline plus Fable turn. I think is the angle here. Aren't subs usually the bulk of the income? No, not always. Especially not on bigger streamers. For smaller and mid-sized streamers like myself, they're more of it, but definitely not all of it. All right, kid, I can give you. Hold on, I'm gonna give you an example, chat. We're transparent about money around here. All right, let's look at my Twitch insights. Channel analytics for 2022. I have made $50,438.91 on Twitch in 2022, and approximately 41,000 of that is subscriber revenue. So about 80%. Don't talk about money, Jeff. Listen, chat, talk about the money you make with your coworkers and other people, okay? Do it. Do it. Trust me. Alright, so we're just gonna go get a Agent of Treachery here and take their Shieldred. That's pre-taxes, chat. That's raw. That's how much money Twitch pays me. I pay 25 to 30% taxes on top of that. That's true. I have incorporated this year. Hoaglandia LLC pays taxes. I personally do not. What's going on, Rain Dragon? Thanks for the 15 months. Welcome back. Because corporate taxes are less than personal. It's different. I am not an accountant. Nothing I say on this stream is tax advice. If you have a question about taxes, please consult an accountant. I think we keep the agent over the reflection here, because this is going to be another reflection that could then copy agent for us. Yeah, this year was the first year I incorporated as an LLC sporadic, because there are tax benefits to doing so. Because never forget, chat, this is America. Corporations have more rights than normal people. I'm not like Jeff Bezos, chat. I have to pay some taxes, but you pay slightly less being an LLC. We Renegade Rallier back the Omen of the Sea here because it draws a card, which needs us to. What's going on, Bazipple? 6 to 27 months. Appreciate the prime. All right, we've ground him out. Got him. One of the things, and I think so, one of the things that's interesting about Twitch, and I think people assume Twitch makes way more money than it does. There was a former Twitch employee that had a thread on Twitter at one point, and they claimed, obviously they didn't provide insights or citation on this, but they were an ex-employee, so I assume what they were saying was accurate. They claimed that Twitch loses money on almost every stream that averages 2,000 concurrent viewers or more because of the ratio of money that those streams take in terms of paid subs and ads versus how much it costs them to output that many video streams. That I thought was really interesting. They claimed a majority of the actual money Twitch makes is from small and mid-sized streamers that have less viewers than that. I would assume the reason for that difference is the ratio of viewers to supporters is better in smaller and mid-sized channels. Like, the percentage of people that watch my channel and also support me directly with the subscription is probably much higher than the amount of people that watch, you know, Hassan or one of the other big streamers and support them directly. I'd imagine those numbers are very different, those ratios. Speaking of support, thank you for the 52 months. D20 Bandit, appreciate the over 4 years. And Hype to Death, thanks for hanging out for over 2.5 years. Welcome back. YouTube doesn't seem to suffer from that issue. So, YouTube does not have a big live streaming platform. They're still struggling to break into that market. And the loads to serve up pre-rendered videos, as opposed to rendering live stream video in real time and downscaling it to everyone's demands, are very different from a load processing perspective on the back end. Yes, Supali, part of the value that the larger streamers provide is that they give an air of authority, or this is where you want to be, to the platform. It's just on an individual level, they're a loss leader. So it's not to say because they're a loss leader, they provide no value to the platform, but individually, that's what they are. Yes, yeah, if you're someone that's not familiar with YouTube, when I upload a longer video to YouTube, it takes hours to process, sometimes a day. Like when I would upload the Hoaglandia opens, for example, that would be a 6 or 7 hour video. Sometimes it would take 2 or 3 days for them to fully process that video at all the video resolutions. So it's a big difference compared to, I think we Rallier get back the, we just Rallier get back the Edict here. Yes, yeah, if you look at Twitch and like everybody who's here on Twitch has Twitch on the brain and thinks it's much bigger than it actually is. I can't tell you the number of times I'm out interacting with non-tech people, you know, muggles and stuff like that. And like when I describe what my job is, I have to describe Twitch in terms of other media sites because most normal people have no idea what a Twitch is, chat. I mean, to be fair, Tobias, when people ask me what my job is and they don't understand what Twitch is, I just describe myself as I live stream myself doing various activities in exchange for money to my audience of predominantly men between the ages of 25 and 34. And there's definitely no way, shape, or form that could be misconstrued, so it's fine. Yes, and if they do pay me money, they get private access to extra bonuses on top of it. How does Mono Red beat a Kenrith, chip? Can they? They don't. All right. All right, what are we doing here? This is definitely a temporary lockdown angle, right? They have a lot of little dorkos. Not an agent matchup. This one's obviously good. Tolsimir's good. Bloodmage is fine. Rallier's fine. We don't need Legion Angel here. To the people that are feeling a little bit sad that you're outside of my average, slightly older is also a pretty big part of my audience. I'm looking at my audience metrics now. We've talked about these before on stream too. 25 to 34 is 57.5% of my audience here. And then 35 to 44 is 27%. So those 25 to 44 makes up, what do we add those numbers together? That's 77, 85% of Hoaglandia. Slightly older is what my retired mother insists on being called. One of the things that's most interesting as I've expanded my content a little bit is my Pokemon Unite content actually skews 10% younger, which I guess doesn't surprise me too much. The 25 to 34 range on my Pokemon Unite content's actually higher at 61%, but the 35 to 44 is only 13% there. Which I think makes sense. Pokemon's definitely a big millennial thing. When you hit, millennials are starting to age into 35 to 44, but we're still mostly under that. Here how the Marvel Snap channel compares. I'm gonna click that real quick now. I love statistics, chat. Makes my math brain go burr. The Marvel Snap's almost identical to Magic. That makes sense. I think the Marvel IP hits a little bit. Hits similar to Magic. It's also probably why that's been my best crossover in terms of other games I've played. Yeah, I get 25 to 18 as well, German Space Ace. They're like 10% on my main channel, and then they're like 20% on the Pokemon channel. So, I think card games not only skew older than MOBAs because of the type of gameplay, but think of the average card game. You really need disposable income to enjoy card games to the fullest extent for the most part, right? I think people who are older are more likely to be able to afford a card game. Thanks for the 2.5 years, Patches. Welcome back. I think that's a big part. Like, Pokemon Unite is a game that you can have all of the characters in, playing 100% for free without putting any dollar dues into it. Doing that in any card game is, like, pretty unfeasible. Yeah, I didn't really start playing competitive Magic stuff until I was getting ready to finish grad school. And then got a job. Back in my days, I bust table to fund my Magic habit. Alright, this hand's fine. We've got a couple of castable spells. Obviously would love to hit red, but we play a game of Magic even if we don't have it right away. Yeah, exactly, Roth. You're like, you could have them, but you don't really need it. Kruga! Got some macro sage action over there, Chip. You can just draw a card here on the Bloodmage. It is impossible to play cards I own on digital Magic. Agree with that. Alright, there are no casual queues. Maybe I'm just supposed to let that hit me and then Tolsimir it. Okay, so we're like about to shove them in a trash can here, huh? We have to go Tolsimir, fight their 3/3. Then we attack. Actually, we attack them. And then we draw Yorion. Play Yorion, blink all 3 of these, cast Leyline Binding for 1.
I aimed too high.
All gas, Jack. Gas, gas, gas. That's maybe an above average turn. Thinking about it. Okay. It burns, burns, burns. Burning, burning fires. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do do do. Actually, I want to hold that for Fable's Chapter 2 next turn, right? What's going on, Logan? Thanks for the over 2 years. Welcome back. Appreciate it. We're gonna get a Halloween / costume stream this year? Yeah, probably. It's been a little bit since we've done a charity stream. Maybe we'll find something to do something for and fire it up with some costumes and such. Are they dead? Okay, so if I... No, that's not... That's... Wait, no, yeah, this is good, right? This is lethal? We can exile. I was so focused on getting value from this, but they're actually just dead if we exile. Let's attack for 10, right? Oh, I guess they could have another touch the spirit realm. Edge. Should have gone for the value play, chat. Should have made content. Yep. Yeah, opponents looks to be playing like a Naya Fire's deck. Doesn't look like they have the Enigmatic Incarnation angle. How could you ignore the circus, the lights, the sound, the value? Taking rid of their fires here. Gonna cut their Kruga off at the pass. Then Tolsimir can come down next turn and eat the reflection. You get to draw and cast Kurga here. Yeah, it's a little too buried. Yeah, I'm supposed to mulligan again there. Just didn't want to go to 5, but we generate enough value that I probably shouldn't be afraid to do that. Yeah, this looks good. This puts Glacial into play untapped, because it's an island. Red mana. The old turn 2 1 mana Leyline Binding. Not bad, .jpg. Trip our boy here. Trippin'. Our Trial of Ambition. I think that's still the play this turn. Trying to keep their board clean. And then next turn is honestly probably just like cast a 2-drop plus draw Yorion. And get that set up. What if we actually draw Yorion and then Leyline the Goblin Shaman? Because then this tees us up to Yorion the Leyline and grab something else down the line, right?
I love making new friends.
Okay. And then this sets us up for the same thing yet again here, right? We get to Deputy a token, and then blink the Deputy and Deputy something else after. We have 2 draws, an Edict, and 2 exiles here.
Savagery loves company.
This could fish up like a Knight of Autumn or something. No blocks. Go to 13. Alright, with the untapped land drawn here, I'm going to Yorion from hand. So you get to play the Spirited Companion down as well. Let's turn off auto-ordered triggered abilities because I want to exile with Leyline and Deputy before we Edict. Edict is happening last. Yep. Oh, you know what? Maybe I'm supposed to put a different thing underneath because of... Ooh, that's, yeah, okay. Yep, those can stay right there, chat. Those ones can all just chill there. We have triple green thanks to the Urban Utopia too. Feels like a gain 5 angle to help stabilize here. Hey, Epithet, thank you for the 34 months. Welcome back. Appreciate it. We gain 5 and make a token here. Then we have Leyline Binding available, and then a Yorion next turn. Oh, I could destroy... I forgot we could destroy the enchantment. Well, I can... actually, I can Leyline Binding the touch at instant speed, right?
I hope things get out of hand for you.
Hey, thanks for taking the time to drop off the Prime Black. I wouldn't be able to be here without folks like you. Thanks for keeping me around. Why does it have flash? In case you need to cast out demons, Jeff. Alright, well, if this ain't a big old pile of value, I don't know what is, Chip. Value. Both teams had fun. I mean, I got there, chat. Listen, chat, the key to enjoying Magic the Gathering is you have to be a selfish lover, okay? Just worry about your own satisfaction. It's your opponent's job to worry about theirs, okay? You can't care about everybody. Magic isn't a game designed to satisfy multiple people at the same time. Definitely incarnation angle here. We have a clock. Do we, though? Do we, though?
Let's slow hold that thought.
Wait, excuse me?
How long do you want to wait for
What?
the rematch?
My body wasn't prepared for that to just happen, chat.
Sorry, you know what? I'm not done.
Alright, and for my second trick... Cycle Shark Typhoon, block your Callous Bloodmage.
I'm getting too old for this.
Going on, Fredwick? Thanks for hanging out for almost 5 years. Appreciate it. Welcome back.
Hold that
Survey says... They are committed to keeping this Teferi alive, Chip.
I won't let you win.
I don't have anything super useful to go get. I guess we turn Gloomshrieker into Legion Angel. Is the angle here? Hold on to this land to bin to the Fable next turn. Can an army of angels grind this out, Chip? Find out next time on Dragon Ball Z. Huh? I was just thinking I needed a way to kill this Shark Typhoon shit. Hold on to the treasure token for now. I think I'd rather flip this over than get a Siege Rhino, right?
Hurry.
All right, let's open on attacks here. See what they do. Yeah, getting back Edict could be fine. If they stop Teferi from dying here, I think I want to Oath Yorion Oath. Just to take their card advantage off the table.
Don't make another move.
One land away from being able to Narset and wheel me. Yeah, that's true. I don't know. I don't have any lines to play around that, though. It could have a Censor. I mean, I guess. I think they would have cycled a Censor by now.
This is hardly my worst.
Alright, we're out of 4 mana creatures. Is your verdict supreme opponent? It's not.
My judgment is final.
Okay, so let's make ourselves clueless here. We'll get back the Edict, clear the Shark, and then we'll turn the Edict into a Callous Bloodmage that will exile their graveyard and clear out the memory so we don't have to worry about that anymore. Are we grinding out Azurius, chat? I see 0 grindstone, something like that. That's kind of impressive, chat. Not gonna lie. I'm walking away from that one little bit impressed. All right, Typhoons and Disputes for sure. We'll trim a couple of Trials because they're whatever. Seems fine. I want any of these up here more than any of these in here. This hand could be anything, chat. Alright, we didn't get Narsetted, step 1.
I'm known for my excellence. We need to move quickly.
I'll play around sensor here. Honestly, this doesn't have a ton of targets. I'm just gonna get it on the board so we can start attacking Teferi.
No time for a break.
Probably just a cycle into draw Yorion angle here. I guess there could be merit to play tapped land so that way we can roll up Titan of Industry next turn, but it feels so unlikely that that resolves. I guess this also isn't getting anything back at the moment. I'm just going to play the untapped land and cycle more. Or maybe we just draw the Yorion, actually. Because the Yorion blinks to draw 2 cards here, which is still pretty good with the sprawls.
You know what? I'm not.
Can play around the sensor at least. And if this eats an absorb, then one of these is less likely to get absorbed, so let's do it. Alright, my 4-5 divination is resolved. Howdy how! Thanks for the 32 months, welcome back. Good morning, good morning.
Let's skip to the good part.
They did exile our Yorion for us. Hey, Base Tone. Thanks for the 3rd of the year. Welcome back. Yorion will only draw 1 card this time around. Rats. We're gonna put this on the basic. So that way, what's it called? So that way they can't Field of Ruin me off of it again.
Hurry.
Let's go get Mystic Disputed. That's a counterspell they could have had last turn that they wouldn't have countered. What's it called with? Would inform my choice of where to put the shield counter. The thing with the shield counter was most likely to get exiled, and I wanted, what's it called, to get exiled more than anything else.
Hold that thought.
The Yorion. I didn't wait until the Teferi could unite move to Agent, because if this Agent didn't resolve, I needed a window to be able to Oath of Kaya the Teferi to have breathing room. Spin them tires, baby. You do it. You dig for that cast out. Omen of the sea, omen of the sea. Do 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 do. Oh, I'm not gonna lie, chat. That felt pretty good. Gandalf, meet Trash Can, Gandalf. Hop on in, bud. Their Teferi was in play drawing cards for multiple turns there. Multiple turns. I like to draw a Triome that's blue. So not only have blue mana, but also make our Leyline cheaper. Temur Triome, best draw in the deck. If we draw the Temur Triome, we can actually play it tapped and cast Leyline Binding next turn. Which is kind of silly. Yeah, it's a gas one, Jerry. Thought Erasure, huh? It's been a while since I thought about that card. I don't think they're 5-color Niv. I think they're just like blue-black stuff. Yeah, definitely with the 2 basic islands. Just the 1 basic island means blue-black stuff, but... They're also on the Diamond 4 rank floor here, it looks like. It's probably just like having a good time living out standards past. Diamond 4 is definitely the jank rank. That's a good way to view it. Apparently one of the larger Twitch streamers who is salty that they're gonna make less money on their subs past 100 grand per year, like, sat down on stream and, like, did a bunch of really bad math to try and figure out what it costs for Twitch to broadcast him based on the numbers they provided. And he messed up the math a bunch in his own favor and still came out that Twitch is in the red when he streams. It was just, like, very amusing.
Necromancer has a nice ring to it.
I, for one, receive tiny bits of joy from watching millionaires complain about having less.
Rise and shine.
I mean, this blast zone is probably going to kill our Leyline Binding eventually, right? If I shock this in, I can Leyline Binding EOT. $100,000 per year. So Twitch, for people that missed it, Twitch announced that anybody who makes over $100,000 per year from just subscriber revenue is going to be taking a pay cut on sub revenue they make after $100,000 in a year. And it's really, we were talking about this earlier too, it's just strange to me that, like, there's all these normal people going to bat for, like, people making millions of dollars on Twitch. It's like Amazon's obviously not the good guy in this story either, but, like, it's definitely a Batman scenario, right? Like, there isn't a good guy to be had in this situation. Like, I don't really care where they end up at, right? Like, people making too much money fighting with other people that make too much money, like, they're all gonna be fine. Yeah, and it's only a cut on money after the 100K. Yeah. So they get their first 100K from somebody, and then they take a cut subsequently afterwards. What's going on, Chris? Thanks for the 43 months. Appreciate that. Welcome back. I'm not sure over 100K is a millionaire. So, if you are making over 100K a year from just Twitch subs, based on your average concurrent viewer count, the money you're getting from brand deals, ads, bits, YouTube, and everything else in the industry, you're probably making at a minimum $250,000, probably much more than that in just that year. Which means if you're making that over several years, you're going to be a millionaire. That's just how math works. So you're right. 100K from just subs does not equate a millionaire, but meaning that making that money from subs has a lot of implications past that. All right, so this is on 5. I assume it's going to 6 to get their ley line back. many tier 1 / prime subs is that even? It's somewhere around like 3,000 subs a month. You get 70%. So what's 100,000 divided by 3.5 is actually the answer. It's 29,000 subs per year divided by 12. It's like 2,500 subs a month, 2,400 subs a month. So put a shield counter on something. They probably got destroy removal. Yeah, exactly, Duck. At a certain point, you can't take it with you. Okay, yeah, so definitely going after my Leyline Binding, which is fine. We have 2 more of those. No, it's super easy to try and do stuff like that, Marooner. In fact, they could literally just set up a $5 a month subscription on their YouTube channel. Like, I have $5 a month memberships on my YouTube channel. Like, it's really like the farthest thing from a big deal that you could possibly be. Oh, I forgot Lily was gonna edict us. Maybe the shield. Maybe I should just gain 5. I don't know. None of the options there were really great. Ooh, that's a piece of candy. Yeah, you could even do that. You could even,
Time to go.
Leyline Binding was basically Sinkhole. I mean, you're not wrong. We're really looking for one of our sustained sources of card advantage at this point. Enigmatic Incarnation, a Fable to get some velocity going. In fact, speaking of Fable, if I draw another land, I need to hold it in my hand for Fable. It's been good, Worky. This deck's been sweet. Feels powerful. Got him. Cast down. Not so good at killing my Yorion chip. Oof. So that can kill my Leyline Binding then?
Presence alone will guide you towards victory.
Leona will down tick on my Yorion.
My plans do not.
I do hope you make this battle exciting for me. Let's reduce the battle to shambles.
Guess we take the Ugin off the table. Night kill fires? No, I don't think so.
Too many unreliable variables.
Good mindless minion.
Well, they just milled 4 bad cards for us. That's a solid beat. There is definitely an audio bug happening right now. I think I'm gonna turn the Trial of Ambition into a Callous Bloodmage here to exile their graveyard so their Sortrez can't flip over. I think is the line here. This deck has generated some slogs, chat. You've been in the nitty-gritty here.
Rise.
Oops. If they don't have a removal spell here, Reflection gets to copy an Agent of Treachery this turn. I think our best Kiki Court impression. Yeah, kinda. We got some solid toolbox. Read. Ooh. I guess if we kill their stuff, they draw a bunch of cards though, huh? Alright, chat, we're gonna turn Leyline into Agent of Treachery and just steal the thing that's underneath us.
When you understand reality, you understand yourself.
Yoink. Yes, you can choose to cast Deluge for mana while you have a Fires out, which would be ideal because you want to look at cards then, right?
Good help is easy to find in war.
Take the jump here, go to 8.
This experience still proved useful.
Scry here. I have plenty of 2 mana enchantments hiding in my mana base here. punished for not having a stop so I could cycle a land before the Fable happened. Oh, because I blocked, I can't kill the Liliana either. Bunch of mistakes. Okay, here's the line. We turn this into Gloomshrieker. Gloomshrieker picks up Leyline. Leyline has flash. We can flash in Leyline at the end of turn and take the Liliana. And then we can start blocking without letting them draw cards, and we're open to be able to beat up next turn. We can also turn Gloomshrieker into a Legion Angel next turn to really start getting ahead. This deck has some lines, chat. Lines on lines on lines. It's like a bad party in the 80s. Lines on lines on lines. Why didn't I mimic Agent? Because my brain is bad. Hey, what's going on, Pokemon nerd? I saw you lurking Chris Hero's chat, or typing in Chris Hero's chat this morning. I have him on while I eat breakfast usually. Alright, I think we've successfully ground this one out. It was touch and go. We had a few inoptimal lines, like missing the clone on the Agent there. I think we're gonna be okay. Yeah, I like Chris, because whenever people complain that they can't win at solo queue and it's not their fault, I just ask them if their win rate is the same as Chris's. And when they tell me no, I kindly let them know that their win rate is their fault. Alright, we'll make the good play this turn. They just don't give us a heads up when we're gonna get patches for Duck. For Unite Duck, it just happens. So, like, there could be one coming later this week, or there could not. We just don't know. Alright, the edicts obviously weren't very useful. Just disputes and Shark in. This is a 4-4. Yeah, the Snap patch was awesome. We're gonna play some Snap this afternoon. We played a couple hours of Snap last night. If you enjoyed that game and you missed it over on the Snap channel. I think one of the things that Snap does better than a lot of the other games that I've played is Snap doesn't just nerf cards that are too good. They've done an excellent job of buffing all of the cards that are unplayed in their game. Their very clear goal is to try and have every card be somewhat playable, which is great. Opponent's username is perfect because all their cards are from the 90s. LOL. Oh, nerd, if you're still hanging out in chat, I see your Discord message. Hoopa literally has the lowest win rate this patch. It's not very good in 5 stacks, and it's atrocious in solo queue. Which is a nice change of pace. It was really good for a long time. This hand's great. Game's gonna go long. We get to cast all of our spells. It's unfortunate I don't have an untapped blue on 1 to dispute their thought erasure. What did they do to Hoopa? So they changed the map. Unite got a new competitive map. And there's a bunch of small changes on the map that make Hoopa worse. Like full 5v5 team fights happen less often / are less important. So getting your whole team together with its Unite move is less valuable. The healing in base is slower, so when you hyperspace hold back to heal, you have to wait longer to come back to the fight. Nice. There's like a lot of like really subtle little things. Oh my god, it wasn't a green land. I was like thinking, what colors do I want to get into play? Obviously, we should have played a green land there. That's what I get for talking and clicking at the same time. We're just bluffing a counterspell here. Bluffing with my muffin. I lied. Everything's gonna be alright. Do, 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 do. Time to hop on our tricycle, I think, chat. See where these lands can take us. Are both of these spells? I might regret this, but I think one of these is supposed to be a land. We'll see. I wonder if I'm supposed to... Yeah, okay, I messed up. I should have flashed Leyline in response there. I didn't even think about it until after I had clicked OK, but then the duress would have break that I'd have had a Leyline in play for Yorion to blink. Is this card still Phage the Untouchable? It might be. Do I need to put my Edicts back in my deck? I'd put our Edicts back in for game 3. Like, Phage the Untouchable to me. Why was Thief of Sanity Phage the Untouchable? Because in Standard, if you got hit once by this card, you almost always got buried in card advantage. If it hits you once, the game ended. Can someone... I would like to be injured this morning. Can someone tell me how old the card Phage the Untouchable is? What year was that card printed, chap? Someone help an old man out. February 3rd, 2023. See, chat, Phage can't even drink yet. She's not that old. Age has been drinking here for 3 years. Oof. You only can't drink in America. Well, that's because we just have more freedoms here than you do in other places, chat. Duh. Just so incredibly free. They hated us because of our freedom. Ooh, that's true. The way Deputy works, if we take the Tolsimir, we get it back. If I had a way to kill it on demand, that would have been better. I just couldn't let the thief keep hitting me. It was the problem. Game 3 on the play. I think I want some of these if they're going to have that Dorko. Deputy's actually not very good. They just kill it so readily. They board thief out. We've got card selection and stuff. Three mana Leyline. Fine. As long as it's at least Flash Oblivion Ring, right? I will say, from a UI perspective, it feels like they knocked the domain interface out of the park. They really did an excellent job with that, how it fills in slowly here. Credit where credit is due. That is the coalition symbol. Good shout. Gloom on you. Gloom on you. Look at this cat beast chat. Explorer staple Gloomshrieker here. Reporting for duty. Yep. Resolves. I mean, I assumed they were going to take the Enigmatic Incarnations, but... Yeah, you can have my Leyline Binding, sure, bud. Got me. And let's go to Jace. Thanks for the almost 4 years. Welcome back. Good morning, good morning. And before Gloomshrieker comes into play here, we'll cycle the Shark Typhoon. So that way Gloomshrieker could have something to pick back up here. Yeah, the audio cut out really quickly this morning. It was less than 2 hours. Yeah, our opponent is actually just playing a straight standard deck from however many years ago. Yeah, 2019 standard. I assume they have a removal spell here. I'll give it the old college try. I mean, their deck is from the best time in Magic Arena's history. So I cast this other fires. I attack for 2. We sacrifice a fires. We grab Yorion. Yorion blinks this, and this. And this too, honestly, right? There's no reason to leave this in play. And then I can Mystic Dispute on their turn. Them hitting a copy of Contempt right away is unfortunate. Hopefully they give us something we can dispute this turn. The Sound of Silence. Magic Arena. Shark Typhoon back up. Oof. I guess we're sacking this Fires to Incarnation here. It's a great draw. Using every part of the shark here. Yeah, exactly. So we'll sack this to unlock our spellcasting on their turn. We'll grab Kenrith. Don't kill Kenny, opponent. Don't do it. Alright, I want to do at least one more with this, but I need audio. So fair warning that we're going to make my face large here. Ooh. Magic Arena, close. Audio on the main menu works. Yeah, Dynamax. I choose you. I think having Dynamax is back there, chat. We added some Pokeballs and some of our plushies from London. You can see London Pikachu up there and London Roserade. No Dynamax things. The decorative sticks are solid. I agree. Owen is cool. Thanks for the Almost 3.5 years. Welcome back. And for anybody wondering why there's not more Magic the Gathering paraphernalia on the shelves behind me, I have all of the Magic the Gathering paraphernalia that Wizards of the Coast has ever sent me up there. Don't worry. I think I'd rather keep Fables on Fire. Obviously, we can't cast either. Oh god, this matchup has to be impossible, right? The mono blue versus the greed machine. We played humans yesterday, which dumpstered mono blue. Our deck, not so much. That's gonna queue up another chap. You know what's actually... Have we played against any Rakdos this morning? I don't think we have, right? I mean, I'd kind of like to see our deck against Rakdos. I wouldn't mind queuing into it. Request granted.
Fight? And you think you can win?
We all have things we'd rather forget.
Good. I've gotten into trouble so many times today by not knowing what colors my Triomes are, chap. There's a good chance that loses us the game.
Don't overthink things.
Okay, so this makes this cost 1.
this was a waste of time.
We might be ahead here despite my mistake on turn 3 with the lands. Omen of the sea. Omen of the sea. Yeah, I'm down for a Fable of my own here. Yeah, I mean, activating the bug barrel will take up their whole turn though, right? Like, if they want to, like, spend their entire turn to attack me for 4 next turn, that sounds great for us. Bum ba da 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 dum. Bum bum bum. Ba da 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 dum. Stone cold nothing from our opponent. How do we feel about Moon-Blessed Cleric, Fish Up, Fires of Invention? Think I'm into it? I could get Knight of Autumn too for the Fable. I think I'd rather Moon-Blessed Cleric. Yeah, no Emperor, no Collecting Company in the opponent's deck, so the pass with 4 mana is just kind of not good. I don't know. They just like have a bunch of Doomblades they're sitting on. They could be disconnected here too. And if it's all fatal pushes. Alright, they didn't time out. They conceded there. The actual phone call feature on my cell phone chat is so worthless. It's just like mono spam calls all the time. I went like 6 months without having my voicemail set up on my OnePlus after I moved to Verizon, and when I got the Fold, it worked automatically. I didn't have to set anything up because it's a Verizon branded device. There's like nothing relevant in my voicemail for 6 months. Anything important happens via email or Discord. Oh, I was watching the second episode of Fate, the Winnick saga on Netflix, and one of the characters' voicemails in that show was just like, "I'm not here, but why are you calling me instead of texting me anyways?" And it was just like, I felt that in my soul. I felt it in my soul. I've enjoyed the fold so far. Yeah, I use it, I use the inside screen a good bit. I like that. I like that I can have, like, Pokemon Go on half and, like, Twitter on half, or Discord on half and Pokemon Go on half. I think it's called Fate, the Winnick Saga or something. It's a magic school show. It's like a magic school show that sits somewhere in between Harry Potter and the Magicians in terms of the maturity of it. There's swearing and some sex, but like not nearly as much as in the Magicians. But obviously more mature than something like Harry Potter. It's on Netflix. They just released the second season. Just trial as early as possible. Running White Lands with our Skyclave in hand is a good beat. Bum bum bum. Bum, bum, ba-da-da-da-dum. I am like 99% pronouncing it wrong. Have a good one, Jace. It's pronounced Winks? I never would have guessed that. English is such an awful language, chat. Just the worst. English is the second best language on Earth. All the others are tied for first. Alright, so this takes them off their 3-power thing. They have untapped land. They can crack us for 8 down to 5, but then I get to draw Yorion, play Yorion, blink 2 trials next turn, which is reasonable. You speak American here. You gotta speak American, Pokemon Art, otherwise you aren't deserving of all your freedoms. Speaking of your freedoms, chat, about a month and a half until Election Day here in the US. Make sure your voter registration is active. You have a plan to go cast a ballot wherever you live. And it seems like they've been having some connection issues this match. Or they just got something else going on. He's got a lot of choices. I guess they have some blood tokens here. Shit that our opponent appears to be DC'd. I was gonna make this the last one before we switch to something else, but they're DC'd. I want to do another. What's going on, Thumbs? Thanks for the tier 2. That's super generous, and I appreciate the over 2 years. Welcome back. Bum bum ba da 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 dum. Bum 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 ba da 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 dum. Chat, I play Magic Arena as my job, but I'm not sure I can fully tell you how the timer system works, because I genuinely don't understand why my opponent hasn't timed out yet. So 24 months, best forte. Even if you think the area you are in is a deep red area and your candidate that you're voting for is not going to win, it's important that you all go out and cast your votes still, because they show us patterns of areas that are less red than we thought they once were, where places can activate and focus on and organize and invest more resources into in the future as that needle moves. If an area that's typically 70-30 or 65-35 is suddenly 55-45 or 60-40, it's like, well, maybe there's some movement here, and we can organize and get something done at the next one. Georgia did elect 2 Dem senators last season. Unfortunately, Abrams is trailing Kemp like 8 points in some of the recent polls, which is really sad to see. Hopefully Warnock gets reelected. It would be nice if Stacey could get the W2 though. It was fine. Obviously missing a black mana, but Sacred Foundry brings both of these into play untapped, and we have Fable the Mirror. Alright, we got ourselves another red-black matchup here that's hopefully not going to time out. Will we get to make a treasure token? No blocks here, obviously. 17. Damn. Okay, so I think we go Fires into Incarnation, sack Fires, get Tolsimir, fight Shieldred.
starter there is. Stop, drop, and roll won't help you, buddy.
Oh, I don't have black mana anymore for the trial. I was thinking I could trial the graveyard, but I actually can't. So my lack of black mana. I think I'm just doing this, and then what do you think of turning Fable into Siege Rhino? Cow, don't bother me. Do 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 do. Do 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 do.
Today's my lucky day.
Do we get to untap with this reflection? They still have 2 mana left. They could have a stomp here. Bunger, 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 bunger. Oh, they released a DLC for whatever the bunger, bunger, bunger game was. We should play that at some point. Please, one of these afternoons, do that for the variety segment. Bug snacks, yeah. Ending the turn and not having anything to sacrifice to Incarnation is always big sad. Just big womp womp energy. Oh, if they discard a card here, they get to put Crux into play. That's not great for us. Wait, they didn't Crux to me? Thank you, opponent. I appreciate you. I will trade you a 3/3 token for your Kalitos. Deal? Deal. How did that just happen? I'm so confused. And eliminate as our opponent's removal spell of choice. Not looking great here, chat. Something's about to be eliminated. Hey, yep. We felt very strong against everything that wasn't mono blue. And mono blue I just conceded to because, well, mono blue. Process of elimination, something like that. Something like that. Oh, we're fold buddies now, Abyssal? I spent like 2 hours reading case reviews the other night and finally found one that I think I mostly like. It's functional, at least. We're definitely not sponsored by Samsung, but I would certainly take a sponsorship. I need to pay back all the money I spent on this phone, chat. Come on, Samsung, work with me. Alright, the first one of these is definitely a land. The second one's probably a spell. Oh, you know what's cute? I'm probably supposed to play this first, then play this tapped on 2, so that way I can do this. Hey, Bear Z, thanks for the entire year. Welcome back, appreciate it. Yeah, with taxes, the final bill was a little over $2,000. Silence is the most money I have ever spent on a single piece of hardware. Well, that was a nice draw. Yeah, it's basically 2 devices in one. The TLDR.
Servant. I'm busy.
Alright, so I think we leyline the Sorin, then we land, draw the Yorion.
I don't need respect. Just down the locals by coin or carnage. Tribute is owed.
I think I'm gonna Leyline Binding the token here.
My empire crumbles.
Then play a 4/3. Poor chat. Mistakes were made.
Pleasure doing business with you.
What? My hair is on. This'll be easy.
Well, I mean... Thanks, friend. Can I borrow that for a minute? Appreciate it.
Go ahead. Plead for mercy.
The real brazen borrower. Hello.
No more distractions. Let's make this quick.
Say they're gonna edict my agent, but they could actually just plus here. Get rid of the card in my hand if they wanted.
I've always hated
A
crowds.
little bit of a choice there.
Oh, this is gonna hurt.
Well, we don't know what the rest of their hand looks like, Phyrexian. They could have had good cards they didn't want to get rid of. Good on Axiom. Thanks for the 34 months. Welcome back. Yeah, it's a shame they nerfed Chandra. She would have been able to kill Liliana here. In a different lifetime.
You won't be outsmarting me.
Yes. You want to blink trial ambition? Nah, I'm fighting with the Tolsimir. I guess technically blinking the ambition's better, but I just do it in my head. I was getting Tolsimir.
Go sow some chaos.
Yup, you're going down.
I'm yelling timber. Do 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 do. Do do do. Do 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 do. This matchup seems pretty good, Chip. Pretty not bad.
Done it.
Next time, I'll cut you down.
Shrieker, pick back up Agent of Treachery. Your move, Yugi boy. This is all we got. Oh, we could get a Kenrith and start reanimating from the graveyard. Yeah, we totally could have done that too. LOL. Okay. Solid run, chat. See, our go live notification was accurate. We played Fable of the Mirror Breaker. We didn't really take any else. I don't know. I don't really have any changes in here. This list seems like it's got pretty cohesive plans for most things. Leyline Binding added a really powerful access to this archetype. Fable and Fire. We've played the 4-color variation of this deck a lot on stream, and Fable and Fires definitely felt like they were worth the splash there, and Leyline Binding was really impressive at the top end. So if you're looking for a grindy value deck, this seems like an excellent choice in Explorer at the moment.